Good morning and welcome to the orientation session for English 102, web-based composition at Calhoun Community College in Decatur, Alabama. My name is Dr. Calatrello, or Dr. C. My office is located in Harris Hall, room 349, and that is on the Decatur campus. My phone number is area code 256-306-2716. My email is stephen.calatrello@calhoun.edu. I prefer, though, that we use Blackboard's messaging tool as we communicate with one another this semester. There is a prerequisite for English 102, and that prerequisite is that students have completed English 101 with the grade of C or better. As far as textbooks and materials go, I'd like you to check the syllabus in Blackboard for the current editions of the textbooks that we will be using this semester. Also, you will need to have reliable internet access, because this is, after all, an online course, and a version of Microsoft Word. It's very easy to get started in this course, and by virtue of you viewing this orientation, it shows me that you're already off to a great start. But you should know that you're able to access the course 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, ideally, with the exception of the rare outage or thunderstorm. But you can access the course anytime through Blackboard, and you can hit that site by going to blackboard.calhoun.edu. You can bookmark it there on your favorite browser, or you can also access the course through Calhoun's portal as well. There's a Blackboard link once you are logged in there as a student. As far as logging into Blackboard itself, once you hit that blackboard.calhoun.edu site, there will be instructions there with regards to your username and password. Any issues that you might have with Blackboard, experiencing any difficulties or problems, please know that you can call Blackboard Tech Support at 256-306-2700, and there is a menu that will link you to somebody who should be able to help you troubleshoot your issues. Okay, let's talk a little bit about how the course itself is organized. In English 102, students will complete at least 3 learning units or modules, one that covers fiction, one that covers drama, and one that covers poetry. Actually, there's also another getting started learning unit that you will see at the very beginning of the semester, and I ask students to complete that, usually in the first week of the semester. Each module, though, may consist of the following: reading assignments, online quizzes, discussion board questions. There will be a writing assignment that goes with each learning unit, and finally an exam over each unit. The due dates for the learning modules will be posted on Blackboard's calendar and our syllabus, and you'll actually see the deadlines as well on each of the portals or entryways into the learning units. The due dates that you will see posted are the last day that work for that module is accepted. So that means that students can work at their own pace, and you may submit your work early. All the work that we'll do this semester is completed online. There are no required on-campus visits. I encourage you to make sure that you have read and reviewed the syllabus for additional policies and guidelines. You will, as a student, inevitably have questions as you make your way through the course material. And that's a good thing. Questions are normal, especially when reading and discussing literature. So please ask them. Use the discussion board to post questions that you have with regards to the course itself, with regards to the material that you're reading. And what I'll do is answer those questions on the discussion board. And everyone benefits that way. Chances are, if you have the question, probably other people have it too. And so it really helps everybody out. If you post a question there, I can respond to it there, and that way everybody has the benefit, not only of the question asked, but also of the answer itself. If you have questions, though, that are more personal in nature, perhaps in relation to your your grades or some other issue that's going on that you feel that you need to talk with me, always know that you can message me directly using the Blackboard message tool. You can call the office here, or certainly if you're on campus, you can always come by the office and we can discuss whatever issue you may have in person. All right, let's take a look at the course together. Let's first go to blackboard.calhoun.edu. I've successfully logged into the course, and I'm currently on the course information page. If you are enrolled in other online courses, you will find a course information page listed in these courses as well. The course information page is a relatively new addition to online courses at Calhoun Community College. The intent of the course information page is to provide students a consistent navigational experience in their online courses. You see here 8 icons that link to various course-specific information. And again, the objective here is it will help you find this important information no matter what course you may be working in. So I've got a link to an instructor introduction, the course syllabus, college-wide policies and procedures, course overview and objectives, expectations, the course's communication policy, and then a link to a number of student resources. I just want to take a moment and draw your attention to our course menu, which is accessible in the left frame of our course. You'll see a handful of links to various areas of the course. The first is the Blackboard Student Orientation, which you are required to complete. A place for me to post announcements, which I do quite a bit throughout a typical semester. The course information link, which we have already looked at together. The course content, which we will look at together more closely in just a moment. A link for your grades, so you're always able to see how your progress is coming along in this course. A link to our discussion board. A link to your inbox or the message tool of Blackboard. Anytime you need to send me a direct message, you just click on the inbox or message Dr. C link here. A link to the calendar, a link to frequently asked questions, a direct link to the Student Resource Center, and finally, at the end of the semester, a link to the course evaluation for English 102. Okay, let's take just a quick moment and take a look at the course content itself. So to access the course content, we'll click the link in the left-hand frame. And as I mentioned earlier on in this orientation, here are the learning units for English 102. There is a Getting Started learning unit, elements of fiction, elements of drama, elements of poetry, and then I've just recently created this little folder here called Video Tutorials. So these are the learning units for English 102. If I could draw your attention to these dates that are in red bolded font, these are the deadlines for each of the learning units. So what that means is that all the work that is contained in the various learning units that you see before you must be completed and successfully submitted by midnight of the dates that you see listed here. These dates are also listed on your course syllabus, and they will also show up on the course calendar. All right, let's take just a minute and jump into one of these learning units so that you can get a sense of how the course is organized. Let's take a look at the elements of fiction together. For each of the learning units, you'll notice a brief description of what's contained in that learning unit, and then again, the due dates for each of the learning units in red bold font so that you won't miss them. Let's click on the elements of fiction and see what's inside. Each learning unit in Blackboard will have a table of contents, and as I mentioned previously, a learning unit can consist of any number of activities but they typically share the same organizational structure and content insofar as you're going to have reading assignments. You'll see very short multiple choice quizzes that are based on your reading assignments. You'll find video lectures, and I want to encourage you to make sure that you watch those video lectures because they will help you understand the information much more clearly than if you ignore them. At the bottom of the learning unit, you'll find a study guide for the exam that is designed to assess your proficiency in this material. You'll find a sample essay, and you'll find the assignment sheet for the essay, also listed in the learning unit. And at the bottom, you'll see a direct link to the fiction forum, which is simply a link to our discussion board for this particular learning unit. Again, you're going to have some questions, and this is normal. And again, when you have those questions, just post them on the discussion board. I'm glad to answer them there. I want to keep this orientation short, so I'm going to go ahead and sign off. I'm looking forward to a great semester working with you. If there's anything I can do to help you, please know all you have to do is call, send me a message, or stop by the office. Thanks a lot. Hope you guys have a great day and a great experience in the class.